Have you ever been told that the secret to speaking English fluently is just learning more vocabulary or grammar? That's wrong. That's exactly why you're still translating in your head every single time you speak. Here's the truth. Fluency isn't about knowing more words. It's about training your brain to think directly in English. No more, wait, how do I say this in English? No more freezing in conversation. No more mental translation. In this video, I'll show you how to retrain your brain, step by step, to stop translating and start thinking, reacting, and living in English. Because when your brain starts thinking in English, everything changes. You speak faster. You sound more natural. You finally feel confident. So if you're ready to unlock your English brain, stay with me till the end. I'm Peter, and this is English Unlocked, your key to speaking English naturally, confidently, and effortlessly. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and let's unlock your English together. You know what keeps most learners stuck for years? It's not grammar. It's not vocabulary. It's the habit of translating every single thought before speaking. Think about it. Every time you want to say something in English, your brain takes a long trip from your language to translation to English. And by the time the sentence is ready, the moment is gone. You freeze. You hesitate. You lose confidence. I've been there too. I used to think fluency meant memorizing thousands of words. But real fluency begins when you stop thinking about English and start thinking in English. So how do we do that? We start by retraining the brain, step by step, just like athletes train their muscles. You can't expect fluency if your brain is still running on translation mode. It's like trying to run with the brakes on. Here's the key: exposure. The more your brain hears, feels, and lives in English, the faster it learns to think in it. Even when you don't understand everything, your brain is learning patterns, rhythm, emotion. So, stop worrying about perfect grammar for now. Focus on feeling the language. Let English flow through you. Songs, stories, podcasts, people. Because one day, without even noticing, you'll catch yourself thinking, I didn't translate that. And that's when you'll know your English brain has finally awakened. Have you ever wondered why children learn languages so easily, while adults struggle for years? It's not because they're smarter. It's because their brains are open, curious, unafraid to make mistakes. When a baby hears a word, they don't translate it. They connect the sound with the feeling, the action, the moment. That's how their brain builds natural connections. And that's exactly what we need to do when learning English. You see, your brain is like a road map. Every time you repeat a sound, a phrase, a pattern, you're paving a new road. At first, it's small and rough, but with time, that road becomes faster, smoother, automatic. The problem is most learners keep driving on the old road, the translation road. They never give their brain the chance to build the new one. So here's the truth. Fluency isn't about studying harder, it's about training smarter. Expose your brain to English every single day, even for a few minutes. Listen, read, watch, and repeat. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Your brain is always learning in silence. And remember this, every word you hear, every phrase you repeat, is one more brick in your English highway. Keep building. Keep going. Because one day, you'll look back and realize you're not driving on translation anymore. You're flying on English. Let's start with the very first step, perception. This is where everything begins. It's the moment your brain starts hearing English, not just listening to it. You see, most learners hear English sounds, but their brain doesn't really catch them. Because it's still tuned to the sounds of their native language. That's why beach sounds like bitch, or ship sounds like sheep. It's not your fault, it's your brain's wiring. To change that, you must train your ears. Expose yourself to English sounds every single day. Listen to podcasts while you cook, music while you walk, YouTube while you rest. Even if you don't understand, keep listening. Your brain is learning in the background. And here's something powerful. Try copying what you hear. Not just the words, but the rhythm, the tone, the emotion. Don't worry if you sound silly. Every great speaker once sounded silly. Remember, perception comes before production. You can't speak what you can't hear. So listen deeply. Notice the music of English, the rise, the fall, the pause. Because once your ears open, your mouth will follow. Train your perception, and your English will finally start to live inside you. Let me ask you this, how often do you really listen to English? Not just hearing it in the background, but truly letting your brain swim in it? If you want your mind to think in English, you must surround yourself with sound. English must become the air you breathe. Start simple. Play English audio while you're cooking, cleaning, or driving. Let it play even if you don't understand every word. Your brain is catching rhythm, melody, and emotion, not just vocabulary. Next, try shadowing. Pick a short video or podcast, pause, and repeat after it. Imitate the accent, the speed, the feeling. You're not just copying, you're training your mouth to move with your ears. Then, make your world English. Change your phone, your YouTube, your games, everything. When you live in English, your brain starts to think in English. And here's my favorite part. Listen to English everywhere. Different voices, different topics, different accents. The more variety you hear, the stronger your perception becomes. At first, your mind will resist. It will beg for translation. But stay patient, because the more you hear, the clearer it becomes. One day, you'll realize English is no longer a subject you study. It's a sound you live in. Now that your ears are open, it's time for the next step, understanding. Not just hearing English, but truly comprehending it. Many learners make this mistake. They listen, but they still translate. They see a word, and their brain instantly asks, "What does this mean in my language?" And that's where fluency dies. To think in English, you must understand ideas, not words. When you hear, "It's raining cats and dogs," don't picture animals falling from the sky. Picture heavy rain. Feel the meaning, not the translation. Here's a simple trick. Connect new words with English words or with images, not with your native language. For example, when you learn apple, don't think tau. Think of the round red fruit in your hand. That's how your brain starts forming English connections. And yes, use English dictionaries. At first, it feels hard. But trust me, your brain will thank you later. When you read or listen, don't stop at every unknown word. Guess the meaning. Keep moving. Let your brain learn through context, just like a child does. Because comprehension isn't about knowing every word. It's about feeling the message. And when you start understanding English in English, that's the moment translation disappears forever. Let's make your understanding stronger, deeper, more natural. Because knowing English is one thing, but living in English is another. Start small. When you learn a new word, don't just write it down, use it. Make a sentence, say it out loud. Imagine yourself in a real situation using it. If you learn confident, say, I feel confident when I speak English. Feel it. Believe it. Read something different every week, not just textbooks. Read about science, travel, love, business, anything that makes you curious. Each topic opens a new world of words and ideas in your brain. And when you watch movies or videos, don't depend on subtitles forever. Use English subtitles first, then turn them off slowly. Let your ears and eyes work together. Here's a fun challenge. Write a short diary in English every night. Just 2 or 3 sentences. Talk about your day, your feelings, your thoughts. You're not writing for perfection, you're writing for progress. And most importantly, think in English about simple things around you. When you drink water, say in your mind, I'm drinking water. When you walk, say, I'm going to work. These small moments build big habits. Because every time you think in English, you're telling your brain, this is my language now. Now it's time to make decisions in English. Yes, real decisions. Because speaking English isn't just about knowing words, it's about choosing how to use them. Every time you speak, your brain makes choices. What to say, how to say it, when to say it. And the faster you make those choices in English, the more natural you sound. But here's the truth. Most learners still think in their native language first. They build the sentence, translate it, then speak. By that time, the conversation has already moved on. Sound familiar? So, how do we fix that? We start by practicing decision-making in real time. Talk to yourself in English. Ask questions like, what should I eat today? Or, how do I feel right now? Then answer immediately in English. You can even record yourself having imaginary conversations. Argue with yourself about a topic. Play both sides. It sounds funny, but it works. And here's something powerful. Build your English personality. The version of you that smiles, reacts, and expresses emotions in English. When you start feeling things through English, your mind stops translating and starts living the language. Because confidence doesn't come from perfect grammar. It comes from making quick, natural decisions in English. One thought, one feeling, one choice at a time. Have you ever listened to someone speak English and thought, wow, they sound so natural? It's not magic. It's rhythm. It's the music of the language. English has a beat, just like a song. Some words are strong, others are soft. When you speak with rhythm, people understand you more easily. And you sound more confident, more alive. But most learners speak word by word. Too slow. Too careful. Too robotic. It's like playing piano with one finger. So here's what you can do. Start shadowing. Listen to short clips from native speakers. Maybe a movie, a speech, or a podcast. Then repeat with them, not after them. Match their tone, their pause, their energy. Do it again and again. You'll notice something powerful. Your mouth begins to move differently. Your ears start to predict sounds before they happen. And suddenly you don't just speak English, you flow in English. Because fluency is not speed. It's smoothness. It's the feeling that English is dancing through you. So don't just learn the words. Learn the rhythm and let your voice move with it. You know, one of the hardest things about learning English isn't grammar or vocabulary. It's fear. Fear of being judged. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of sounding stupid. But let me tell you this, mistakes are not the enemy. They are your teachers. Every time you make a mistake, your brain gets feedback. It learns. It grows. It remembers. When a child learns to walk, they fall hundreds of times. Do they quit? They get up, smile, and try again. That's exactly how you should learn English. When you mispronounce a word, great, now you know how not to say it. When someone corrects your grammar, amazing, you've just learned the right pattern. When you forget a word in conversation, perfect, your brain is telling you where to focus next. So don't hide behind silence. Speak. And then speak again. Confidence doesn't come before speaking. It comes from speaking. So the next time you're afraid, remember this. Mistakes don't make you weak. They make you unstoppable. One day, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. The words that once scared you will feel natural. The sentences you used to translate in your head will just flow. But that day won't come by luck. It comes from every small choice you make, today, tomorrow, and the next. Every time you listen to English instead of scrolling aimlessly. Every time you speak, even when you feel nervous. Every time you learn one new word and actually use it. That's how fluency is built, brick by brick, word by word, habit by habit. There is no magic shortcut. But there is magic in consistency. So promise yourself this, don't stop. Even on hard days, show up for your dream. Even when progress feels invisible, keep going. Because fluency isn't a moment, it's a journey. And every word you say, every effort you make, is taking you closer. Closer to confidence. Closer to freedom. Closer to the version of you who can speak, think, and live in English. Keep walking. The world is waiting to hear your voice. So, remember this, fluency isn't built overnight, it's built every day. Seedling. Here are 2 simple tips to keep your journey strong. Tip 1. Speak a little English every single day, even just to yourself. Tip 2. Listen before you learn. Your ears are your best teachers. If today's message inspired you, don't forget to subscribe to English Unlocked, where we keep unlocking your confidence, one word at a time. Thank you for listening, my friends. Keep learning, keep believing, and I'll see you in the next episode. Sparkles.